Number 9. A childhood full of shadows. Remember being a kid, absolutely convinced there was a monster in your closet or under the bed? Maybe it had 5 eyes or claws, or just a vaguely unsettling shape that was both nothing and everything. The weird thing is, most of us grew out of that. We learned that the pile of clothes on the chair is just a pile of clothes, and the creak in the hallway is just the house settling. We trained our brains to see the rational explanation and discard the supernatural one. The problem is, for some of you, that childhood fear never fully went away. Your brain got so good at inventing monsters that it's now a default setting. You've become a professional at turning every mundane shadow into a potential threat. Every noise, no matter how small, has a sinister backstory you can't quite shake. The reason you're not afraid of the dark isn't because you're brave. It's because your brain has already created all the monsters for you, and you've decided they aren't that scary. You've lived with them for so long that they've become part of the family. You've reached a disturbing level of comfort with the unknown, and that comfort is based on a lifetime of living with your own manufactured horrors. Number 8. The ominous silence. When you're a kid, you think a scary movie is at its peak when the music swells, the jump scare happens, and a monster shrieks on screen. But as an adult, you realize the scariest part of any horror movie is the silence. The music stops, the wind dies down, and you just know something is about to happen. Your brain is wired to be on alert for change. We are evolutionarily primed to detect things that are out of place. When you walk into a dark room and you hear a sound, you can often pinpoint what made it. But when you walk into a room and hear nothing, that's when your brain goes into full-on panic mode. A lack of stimuli is often perceived as a threat. The silence isn't peaceful. It's an absence of information, which forces your mind to fill in the blanks with the worst possible scenarios. It's like being a detective with no clues and an active imagination. Every shadow is a suspect. Every creak is a confession. The reason the dark doesn't scare you is because the silence has already put you on a permanent state of high alert. You've accepted the unknown as a given, and your nervous system has stopped screaming for help and started preparing for a fight. Number 7. Your brain is already the monster. This one is a classic. You're home alone. The lights are off. You hear a sound. Your rational brain says the pipes are old. But a more primal part of your brain says that's a serial killer. Why? Because your brain is a world-class monster factory. It can create horrors far more terrifying than any boogeyman you could imagine.